Oh my gosh. Oh my word.
Are you ready for it?
Can you believe we're doing this? What are we doing?
What have you done?
What have we done? We might be crazy.
I think we are crazy. I did something. It's okay. We're just having a moment. So, good morning to all of you out there in cyber worlds,
Cyber YouTubes?
in the tubes. So, we do have an announcement.
Yes.
A big announcement, actually.
Kind of big.
yeah.
We either just made a decision that will change our family's life for generations, our children and our children's children in the course of our lives, or we have made a very expensive mistake.
Yep.
Time will tell.
So, drum roll. We bought a farm in Tennessee.
We bought not just a farm, but a 53-acre farm with a 1900 built farmhouse that is going to need renovations.
Yes. So that means we are going to join the multitude of people that have remodeled and renovated a farmhouse.
An old,
So
real
we're gonna,
farmhouse.
We're going to have our own farmhouse. The good news is this farmhouse is in livable condition.
Yes.
So we're actually going to move into it and renovate it while we're there. So it's not like completely gone, you know.
Yeah.
But it is a 1900s built house, 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 1,800 square foot. And somewhere in that square footage, we need to come up with a couple more bedrooms and a bathroom.
Well, yeah, or add on. I mean, we really just put ourselves to work for the next 10 years. So it is going to be a decade's worth of just working on it piece by piece, little bit by little bit. But you guys, when you see it, and I'll be sure to put in some pictures and some stuff in here, but when you guys see it, I think you're just going to fall in love with it like we did. So
Yes.
it's a little bit different than, what we were originally looking for, and especially different than the last house we were under contract with.
Yeah, and even actually the last video, or maybe last update that we had, we were talking about just getting a couple of acres and a house that was just turnkey, and we were ready to move in. And then we did something totally
This is
different.
totally
So,
different. This is a lot of acres, 53 and a half, and a lot of work on the house too. And so clearly just a little bit different route. But I got to tell you, when I saw, oh, there's a kid.
our kid.
That's our kid, yes.
He's trying to get our attention.
Yes. Anyway, when I saw the house online, it was way under our budget. And the pictures were awful. The pictures were really bad. And it just looked like something that I think 95% of people would just skip over because it doesn't look like what people want. It's not what people want. It's not what most people are wanting to do. But I clicked on it, and I got to tell you, my heart started racing, and I sent it to Mark and was like, imagine this. That's something I do with my kids a lot. Imagine this, imagine a world. So anyway, I got to tell you, my heart started racing. I could see it, even though it wasn't, what I could see wasn't what was in front of me. I could totally see the vision of the place. And along with this 1900s farmhouse,
There's 8 barns and outbuildings. One main barn was built about the same era in the 1900s, and it's had some work done to it. And so it's one of those, follow me now. The roof line goes down and then out, right? So the out part, the lean-to part, one of those is it's leaning too.
It's leaning, yeah. So it's gonna need some work too. But there's I can't even, 1, 2, 3.
There's 8.
Well, I know, but the workshops, the workspaces
Oh, yeah.
that are in good condition and usable. There's the office with the huge one that would be like equipment stuff.
And actually, they are in good condition. Some of the newer barns and shops that were built in 2014.
Yeah.
So
There's
you
a
know,
good mixture of old things that need restoring and new things that are super useful. So just a really good mixture. Very interesting land. It's kind of Tennessee rolling hills, but not extreme. And I haven't been there. Mark has been there, and it seemed like there was kind of like it goes up and then it planes out and then it goes up and planes out. Is it like that? Or you would be better.
It's
to
hard
explain
to
it.
explain, but it's a decent mixture of whatever.
It's got
Hills and pastures and woods and things like that.
it's got a wooded area, 3 ponds, lots and lots of pasture. It has a creek running through it, or did you say 2 creeks on either side?
Yeah, there's a dry creek that would be like an overflow of one of the ponds, so it's dry right now. But then there's this one creek, and I don't know, maybe you can put a picture in there
Yeah,
somewhere.
I'll stick pictures
and
in
it's flowing right now. It's just
Yeah.
coming off the mountain.
And it's beautiful. The area is beautiful. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it's an hour to Nashville, 20 minutes to the closest town kind of thing, but it feels like it's in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, between all of that, the woods and the pasture, and it's all fenced and cross-fenced, and it's got these barns for animals and workshops and the house and the history behind it. We just kind of couldn't say no to it. So
Yeah, so the last update when we were talking about houses, our realtor in Tennessee had sent us a list of 116 homes, and she kept adding to it, as things would come up. So Anna was going through this list, whittling down like, okay, that could work, nope, that one's not good, and got it down to like the top 10
Yep.
that could work. And they were fine homes and great properties, but like she's
smaller
saying,
acreage homes.
this one, it just had that spark, like it captured your attention.
Yeah, well, captured our imagination because it, like I said, it would have been easily overlooked, very easily overlooked. I felt like I found a diamond in the rough. Like I found a 4-leaf clover, a really lucky find. And just a really cool story about this. The day that Mark flew out to go see it, my friend Tanya, who is in Tennessee, she sent me a text, and we don't text a whole lot, but we're friends. And she sent me a text and said, hey, this was my word of the day, and it made me think of you. I'll put a picture here of that image that she sent, but it was a 4-leaf clover with the word, I forget how to say it, Truvi, or like a Truvi. It's on the screen right now as you're looking at it, I'm sure, but I don't know how to say it right now. And it means a lucky find. And for her to send that on the day that Mark was flying out to see this property just felt really significant to me. And I was like, yep, this is a lucky find. So with it being as many acres as it is, and coming with as many outbuildings in good shape as it does, and the old farmhouse in the price that it was at, I just felt like, I've looked, there's nothing else like that in the area at all in Middle Tennessee. So I felt like I found a really lucky find, really unique find.
Yeah. So looking at some of the other places that we were looking at, last year, they had ended up selling for like $10,000 or $12,000 per acre. And so this place, we picked it up for $5,500 less per acre. So it's just like an amazing deal. Like in Middle Tennessee, we're not talking like in the extreme boondocks, but like
just
she said,
an hour from Nashville.
yeah, hour from a major city, 20 minutes to the nearest Walmart or Kroger's or those types of things. So it's out there, but it's not totally out there. And to pick it up for this price, that's awesome.
We're excited. We're so excited. And I was thinking about this. This is totally on par for our family. Like if we go back and look, even from the very beginning, we have been renovating homes, even homes that we've lived in. We flipped a house. I'll roll some pictures of that through here too, because I have those. But I mean, we renovated the Beck house that we were living in. That was the first house that we bought. And we rent the flip house that we did on Lansing. You did a lot of that work, basically all of that yourself, I think. Yeah, that was a good flip. And then the current farmhouse that we're in right now that came from his family, we renovated this house while we were living in it. And you have to keep in mind, the entire time we're having babies. We got a lot of kids around, you know, they're small at those stages, and nursing and babies, and then they are toddlers, and then homeschooling and all that kind of stuff, and Mark working. And so I'm not kidding when I say Mark and I are well acquainted with hard work like this, with renovation and children and homeschool and that kind of thing. So when I saw this and I thought of living in it and renovating it and doing all of that kind of stuff, I knew exactly what I was thinking of, or exactly the work that would be coming. This one's going to be a lot. But
it is going to be a lot of work.
Yeah.
And it's pretty much going to be from the ground up. But
yeah,
the current owners has done a fair amount, you know, so it's been rewired and has all new plumbing, PEX plumbing, and they attached it to county water. So the house is not on a well. The rest of the farm runs off of the well, but the house is hooked up to county water. So they've done a fair share on the house, and then of course all the buildings, but it is going to need a lot of work.
It's going to need a lot. Good news is the house was way under budget, so that's going to allow us some funds to put into it. And you know, Mark is extremely handy, and I'm a good helper. So,
and the community that we're becoming part of, if all of this continues along, there is a very strong community there of just neighbors helping neighbors.
Yeah.
I got a chance to meet a couple of the different neighbors around there.
Neighbors, as in you can't see them, but
they're
around.
No, but they're around, and it's kind of cool. Where we're at, there's an old country store, you know, where you can buy candy for a penny or whatever.
A nickel, yeah.
Yeah, that kind of old store. And this community is the same exact way. You know, it's probably a drive. I don't think you'd want to walk it, but it's probably a 5-minute drive or something to get to this country store.
It's also a restaurant.
And it's a restaurant,
yeah.
Yep. And that's just where the locals hang out. So after we signed everything and did our thing, our realtor and then the listing realtor went out to eat at this country store. And it was fascinating because, you know, that's just where the locals hung out.
Yeah.
And so when the owner of this country store came up to us, his name's Larry, and he said, so where are you guys from? And, you know, we each took turns where he was from. And I said I was from Oregon. Oh, what are you doing here from Oregon? And then the listing realtor said that I'm buying I shouldn't say the name.
Buying the old farmhouse.
Buying the old farmhouse on, you know, that was owned by such and such. And oh my goodness, you know, and so he just went on with that for probably half an hour talking about the history. Oh, I remember when they did this, and it has a wood furnace, outdoor wood furnace. I'm not that familiar with them. Maybe you guys know what I'm talking about, but it's an outdoor wood-fired burner that heats up water, that heats the house and heats the water for the hot water. I'm not that familiar with it, but anyway, this guy was kind of enamored with that, and so he was going off about that when that was installed. And anyway,
so
it was fun. It was really enjoyable to.
But a good support community.
Yeah.
Especially if you need help.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one of my thoughts was, you know, not everybody's built for this kind of work and this kind of jump, this kind of leap, that kind of thing, you know. But if there were any family that had the right temperament for it, I think our family has the right temperament for it. So we're excited. The kids are excited to take on the work. Jacob's a little leery. He's getting older. He doesn't really want to move away from his friends.
He's not so much leery about moving to this property.
It's moving it all.
It's moving. And I get it. You know, he's a teenager and he's getting to that age where he has friends that are his age. And girls that are his age. So it's just a
It's tricky.
rough time.
I think when we get over there, I think he's going to love it. He's going to find a lot. One, the church community that we're hoping to join, and I think he's going to love it there. But then the property too is just going to be a whole new world, and lots of exploring, lots of learning. And one of the cool things that comes with the property that we put in the agreement is 4 cows. There are 4 cows, 2 pairs, 2 mama calf pairs that are going to be staying with the property. And you guys, that is the start of our farm. Like, I can't even believe it. Like, 1, to get the property, but 2, to have it come with some cows and possibly sheep, right?
Yeah, so it's got the two cow calf pairs.
Yes.
And then possibly, we haven't really discussed this, but possibly some sheep. I would really love some sheep.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe you can put some pictures in there too. There was a couple of lambs that were only 2 weeks old, and
They're
they were
adorable.
they were so
Little twins, they were so cute.
Yep.
So.
But yeah, there's all sorts of things that are coming with the property. We bought it and told them that, you know, anything that you don't want to take out of here, you can just leave. That we'll just take it as you want. But one thing that I specifically asked for to stay is the grain bin.
It's like a small silo. Is that what that is?
Yeah, I suppose it'd be like a silo, a grain storage, you know, feed storage that's gravity fed in the openings at the bottom.
It's kind of, I don't know, like a
Like a meow.
meow.
So that's staying with the property, and that's going to be kind of fun as the farm grows and have different animals on there. The ability to buy their feed in bulk, I think, is going to be pretty important.
Yeah.
So lots of stuff to do, a lot of stuff to do. It's going to happen quick also because the sale of our property is continuing, the sale of this property, and we've got 4 weeks. We have 4 weeks to pack up here, get everything finalized, sign. Funny story, not story, but oddly enough, we're actually signing papers to close on this house we're selling, and then also the Tennessee house on the same day.
On the same day.
Yeah.
Woo! And our realtor over there in Tennessee is working with us to do that, which is just going to be so neat. How cool that we close on this one and on that one on the same day and could just head straight from here to that property and get right to work. So
yeah. And by the time you're actually seeing this, it's actually going to be 3 weeks.
Yes.
So that's just kind of dawning on me, like, oh my gosh, I got to pack all this stuff.
Well, we've packed a lot. A lot of it is just sitting and ready to go, and then there's some other stuff that needs to be put away and that kind of thing. But man, we're gonna be getting on the ball here really soon. So
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, are we crazy? I can't believe we're doing this. Are we crazy? This is gonna change our lives. Oh my word.
Yep.
Are you so excited?
Yeah, I think we are a little crazy.
I think you have to be a little bit crazy in order to do something like this.
I'm trying to remember our realtor in Tennessee. We asked the same question when we started like moving forward with this sale, and we asked her, I think we're crazy.
If we're crazy.
Do you think we're crazy? And I'm trying to remember the answer she said something like, you're only crazy if you don't ask that you're crazy. Then you're probably crazy.
Yeah, if you're not asking if you're crazy, then you're probably crazy. But if you're asking if you're crazy, then you're not crazy. So
Yep.
She's been very kind. She's just the sweetest person to work with, and she's been so helpful. She's so knowledgeable. So shout out to Connie, because you've been just you've been a great help, a godsend to us, and we are so thankful. So
Yep. If anybody out there needs a realtor in Tennessee, she would be your contact. She is phenomenal. and I don't know the best way to get you hooked
Yeah,
up, but maybe you can comment or email, however that works.
Yeah, we can
But
figure
I'm
that
not
out.
even joking. She'd be a good one.
She's
to
one of
get
the
hooked
best
up
of the
with.
best. Yep. So, man, I think that's our update.
Okay, so that's it.
That's it.
Gosh, yeah, big things are happening. It's a matter of weeks, and then you guys will get the tour, the
Yep.
walk around of the property.
Make sure you guys are subscribed and hit the notification bell because I'm sure you're gonna want to see how this plays out. So make sure you're getting those notifications and send it to your friends. If you know someone who loves old farmhouse renovations or is doing that, let us know. Share this with them. We can hook up with them. I am trying to find the community of people that are doing this. I found a few on Instagram and YouTube, and I can't stop watching their content because I'm like, okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. So if you know any of those people, send this to them. Tell them we are about to get started, and we would love to have connections to other people that are doing the same thing. So it's kind of a little niche market, a niche group, I think, of there you go, a niche group of people that they're doing this, that I hope we can get into that.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm so excited, you guys. I can't believe we're doing it, but we're gonna do it. So
Yep.
here we go.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned. Subscribe, like, all that fun stuff, because there's lots coming. So
Yes.
hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you later.
Bye. All right, Mark got a new thing just yesterday. It's that thing right there. Hold on, I'm gonna turn around. We are going to see if we can get the tractor in here. That's the point of this for now, so we can get the tractor to Tennessee. And then, once we're there, we'll be able to use the trailer for animals. Wow. It fits. It fits. Wait. You're locked in there now, Daddy. It fits, Daddy. This is so exciting.
Yeah. This is freaking sweet.
Check that out. Hey, Paul.
Perfect. So really, we could have even more room back here if we
Okay.
took this off and then like had it up on end and in.
Okay.
You'd have that open back there.
Okay. How you feeling?
I feel like things are starting to come together.
Yay. There was a trailer before that Mark was going to purchase, and that all kind of fell apart just like the other house deal. But then he found this one, went up to Washington and snagged it yesterday, and it's a perfect fit. That is so exciting.
So, you know what I want to do? Go for a little spin.
With that,
See how it drives.
oh my gosh.
I'm gonna put these under the tires. See how it drives. This is closed. Yep. All right, let me get my wallet. Anybody want to come?
I know. I just want you guys to see this vision board that our family started working on shortly after our first transaction fell apart. Just something to help us focus and know what we were looking for. And this was a good way to do that. And everybody was able to contribute and pick something to go on here. And I just want you guys to see that this right here just became a reality. And I think we are about to see a lot of this become a reality. If not the whole thing, I think we are well on our way.